Hey guys, welcome back to Kal-El Soups 808. Something a little bit different today. I'm just going to be showing you how I made a homemade Optimus Prime costume. I don't usually do videos like this, but every year my buddies and I, we get together and we have a bit of a Halloween costume contest. And the theme is selected at random. This year it was 80s cartoons. I drew Transformers, I selected Optimus Prime, and part of the scoring thing on our costume contest is you have to make it yourself. So here I go. Enjoy the video. If you're excited for content like this, guys, if you enjoy stuff like this, please give me that like. As always, it really helps out the channel. And without further ado, let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome to my garage. So Halloween heat time again. Once a year we have Halloween heat, and there's a different theme on our costumes. This year it was 80s cartoons, and I have the I was lucky enough or unlucky enough to draw Transformers, and I just picked one. Obviously, if you're going to pick Transformers, it's probably going to be Optimus Prime. I'm choosing Optimus Prime. And how the hell am I going to even start an Optimus Prime costume? We've got to make it from scratch. So here we go. Now, there are videos out there on how to make like a Michael Bay type Optimus Prime and one that can actually transform. But I'm not going to go with that one. I'm going to go with the 80s version because the theme is 80s cartoons that we drew. So I think for this one, because it was a cartoon and not very realistic in the transformation, it would be very, very, very difficult to do. To make an Optimus Prime that could transform into a truck. And I'm nowhere near that skilled, so I wanted to keep it simple. So stage one, I've started drawing it out here, just planning it out, and there's two stages to the body, the kind of upper body around his shoulder area, and then the middle area here. So I'm just going to make that out of cardboard boxes, which I have in plentiful supply just here. Let's get going. Okay, first stage complete. Bottom part of the body, and then the shoulder piece, with the hole for the head and the arms. Next bit is to fix these together, have it looking a little bit more Autobot-like. And there we go, the chest piece attached to the bottom body. Nice free movement. It's coming along. And then he has this little sloping section connecting the chest piece, the bottom piece. Just like so, front and back. Feeling good? So I just went out and bought a bunch of spray paints to spray the body. First thing you have to do though, whenever you're painting, is prime it. Get it? Prime. Anyway, I'm gonna spray the body with grey prime coat. Okay, so for the next part, he's got this kind of like this piece here underneath his chest, which is like a grill for like his abs. So I'm just gonna kind of do this out of cardboard like a doorstop. And then for these parts, I'm gonna be using, I wanted to use popsicle sticks, couldn't find any. So I'm just gonna use kind of like wooden forks. So I got these little wooden forks from the dollar store. The handles are nice and flat, so they're just like popsicle sticks, so they'll do the job just nicely. So this is the kind of basic shape here, is that to measure these kind of side bits, these little flaps. And it's just gonna kind of go on like this, that kind of idea. So there's no gap in between the front plate and the body. Yeah, should be good. And I've run out of primer already. This is going to be expensive. Let's throw a little hot rod red in there. I've always wanted to say that. So now I'm going to start on the helmet. That's the hardest part, I think, of this whole thing. And I need a base to kind of like build stuff around. So the only thing I could find at the dollar store for like $2 was this stupid little dog hat. So I'm going to use that. And then I've got this nifty little toy here that I'm going to use as a point of reference. So we've got this kind of centerpiece there at the front of his head, kind of made there just using a bit of cardboard, stuck it to the front of the helmet. So on the helmet, it's got this kind of like front plate here, and then like a mohawk kind of looking thing, which is what I've tried to create there. And then he's got these kind of like L-shaped pieces on the side of his head. So we'll try that. Okay, it's day 4 now of the Project Optimus, and I've been leaving some things gluing overnight, so hopefully they've dried now. And one of my main missions for today is to fill in these armholes here, so you can't see all the inside and the tape and all that. Now on for the shoulder pieces. I'm just going to use these Tia Maria boxes. I've got 2 of the same size, cut like a arm and shoulder hole. So it should go just like this. Nice big meaty shoulder piece. See how it goes. So for the helmet, it's got to be blue. So I chose this blue spray paint with like a metallic shimmer in it, which is just perfect. And it has these kind of like circular things on the sides. I just found a couple of like mason jar lids and just glued them onto the side there. It's kind of cool. I'm going to be attaching the shoulder pieces just with zip ties. And he has a belt looking thing, which I've just kind of like drawn there, and I'm going to cut that out. I'll cut these bottom pieces out because I discovered that this piece was too long. It's interfering with my thighs and my walking, so I need a bit of walking space here, so I'll just cut it out the box and all the way around. But there we go with the shoulder pieces painted. It's beginning to look a little bit more like Optimus now. Okay, so the upper arms are done. Just boxes with holes cut in them for the arms to go through. And then for the forearms, I just did pretty much the same kind of thing, but I kind of had to like pad it a little bit with some bubble wrap, so it kind of like fits onto the wrist and stuff a little bit better. Slide around too much, like so. Looking good. Now onto the legs. So for the bottom portion of the leg from the knee down, I'm just going to use this vacuum cleaner box because the width is kind of the perfect length for my foot here. And then it's a bit wide, so I'm just going to cut it in two, and then I'm going to cut it so it's just around knee height. Let's get going. This is the bottom half of the leg, and then I need like a boot, like a toe to put on it. That's a bit too long, but it's the perfect width. A little Amazon box, a little Amazon Prime, get it, Prime. So I'm going to cut that in half, and then I've got two toes. And now for the thighs. This is a pretty easy bit. Just get a box like this, and then it's going to open up around the thigh where the thigh gets thicker. And then I've just cut these little triangles out just to open up the thigh bit, like this. And he kind of has this this kind of belt thing, which is going to be white. It's going to be raised up, so I'm going to like stick a separate piece on there, so I've just kind of traced around it. Cut that out and stick that on there. So now I have to do the face part of the helmet. So I did a piece with the eyes here, kind of wrapping around the head. I'm going to put some like clear blue lenses in there, like dividers. And then the faceplate that comes over the top, like this. Yeah, my garage looks like a bomb's gone off in it, but I've primed these feet here, so they're ready for the blue paint. And then I've coloured the arm pieces, and then the thigh pieces I've primed, and then I've got some other stuff here for silver. So I've got the face pieces, the window frames for his chest, and then on his legs, on the front of his legs, he's got these kind of like grill pieces, so I've just like put some pieces of cardboard like to make like vent looking things, and then a couple of empty beer cans I'm going to spray paint silver. I'll show you why later. Yeah, this is the fun part. And I got a poster tube, cut it into, spray painted it silver to put on the sides of these shoulder pieces. This is got these little kind of exhaust pipes there on his shoulders. And for his eye lenses, I got some of these poly pockets, so I got a blue one. I'm just gonna cut the strip off that and kind of glue it in behind the eyes. And for this belt piece at the front, it's kind of raised away from his body, so I'm just gonna, I've got a whole bunch of cardboard and then glued that to the front, so it's, when I put it on, it's just kind of raised away a little bit. I'm just gonna do that all the way around, glue that on. So for the windows on his chest, I spray painted these frames silver, and then I've just got some like light blue card. I'm just going to cut a square out and glue it to the back. But what I might actually do is use one of these blue poly pockets that I used for his eye lenses with the blue card in the background to give it a nice kind of shimmery effect. It's like a window. That looks kind of cool. So I was having a really hard time attaching this face piece to the helmet. I ideally wanted it all in one thing, but I'm having a hard time. I even tried gluing it at the top. You can probably see all the failed glue marks because it kept popping off when I put the helmet on. So now I've just attached like an elastic band to make it like a face mask, and then hopefully put this on over the top of it with the face plate. And the same thing for this face plate. It's got an elastic band on it. And now I've attached the lenses. I attached two sheets, so like a light purple and then a deeper blue, just to give the kind of multicolored effect. I don't know if it's working or not, but I can just about see through this, so that's good. I'm just attempting to add a little bit of definition with a little bit of black paint around the edges. And then obviously Optimus has some wheels on his legs, so I just drew around a full roll of duct tape there 4 times. I've got 4 wheels. Just going to cut these out and then add like a little bit of thickness to them, attach them to the leg. So I cut out my wheels and then I cut out these strips. I just give them a bit of thickness, about 1.5 inches. I just kind of free-handed this Autobot logo, and now I'm just kind of straightening the lines up, hoping to create a stencil to put down the shoulder piece. So I've cut out the shapes, put the stencil on the shoulder piece there, and now to get like a white paint marker and then go over it. Now just to add these details to the belt that I spray painted white, I just got some different coloured cards and then cut these shapes out. I'm just going to glue those down. So I've got a bunch of stuff drying now. I've just glued this belt on, and then I just made some windshield wipers out of the popsicle sticks, or the little forks. Just spray painted them black, glued them onto the window. That added a little touch. And then I've also just glued these the vents there onto the feet. And then for the wheels, I'm attempting some hubcaps. This one went a little bit wrong, but I can always redo that. So yeah, I've just got this in a roll of duct tape, and I'm just kind of like spraying with silver inside the duct tape to give a kind of hubcap effect. Yeah, that's the wheels done. And then the forearm pieces just has some little yellow details like this, so I just cut some yellow card out and I'm going to glue them on. So I've glued the wheels down and I've glued the silver beer can down. It's like a little pipe above his leg, above the wheels, sorry. So I was waiting for that to dry. And then I did these little details for the toes. I'm just going to glue those on. And we added some details to the wheels here, make them look a bit more realistic. Just did that with Sharpie. And the boots are looking pretty good now. And I think we're done, guys. Now it's time to put all these pieces together. And so guys, there you have it. The total cost of this costume cost me $154.25 Canadian. And that's mostly for the paints, the spray paints, the poster tubes, the file dividers, the rolls of duct tape with several bottles of glue I had to use. All the cardboard was completely free. I just repurposed it, found free cardboard boxes and repurposed them. But yeah, so about 155 bucks. But if you went to Spirit Halloween, you'd pay a lot more for a costume like this, I think. And I had a lot of fun making it. Guys, if you had fun watching this video, if you found any kind of value or enjoyment in it whatsoever, do me a favor, please click that like button and make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any future content. Like I said earlier, I don't usually make videos like this. This is kind of a one-off, but I hope you found some enjoyment in it. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you in the next one.